name is Jackson. You're listening to the 205yearold Live podcast.
All right, so Jackson, it's your first episode since you're 5 years old, and you really wanted a special guest. I know we've talked about it a lot. You're a big fan of Trash Can, right? He always makes you... Oh, he's gone super quiet now. He always makes you smile whenever you hear his name, so I knew this would be your number one choice for a guest. And we do. We got Trash Can with us. How's it going, Trash Can? I thought Trash Can had more to say than that. Oh, he needs a little moment. He needs a moment, right?
Sorry. We're having some technical difficulties.
Okay.
You may have just lost video.
Uh-oh.
And I can't see him right now.
That's okay.
We'll be able to continue going.
That's okay. We can still hear you, so that's the important part.
We can see you.
Let's just shift around for a second. Here we go. Trash Can, you doing good? You doing good, Trash Can? You all right over there? All right, perfect. I think we're good to go.
There we go.
Hello. Thank you so much for inviting me to be a part of your show. I don't get the opportunity to rattle on about what I think on my podcast, so I am very grateful you have asked me here today. I hope you had fun on your birthday and had an extra large piece of cake.
Did you hear that one?
Yeah, he said a large piece of cake.
Did you have a large piece of cake on your birthday? All right, so first of all, we want to know Trash Can a little bit better, right? Because you asked me lots of questions, and I said, I don't really know. All I know is Trash Can is on the Blade Job show, and that was it, okay?
Are you wrestling?
It's a long answer.
I am not a wrestler, but I really enjoy watching them do some crazy flippy moves and say silly things to each other. I am lucky to be able to go to some local shows and watch the indie guys perform live, since WWE doesn't come around very often, and when they do, they usually stick me in a corner and put me to work. Ha ha.
Do you know what that means? It means they put the trash in him.
Are you a real trash can?
I am a real trash can, like Pinocchio was a puppet. Some days I wish I was a person, but other days it is fun to sit on a street corner and startle the morning joggers with a surprise rattle or two.
You know who Pinocchio is, right? Yeah, we talked about that the other day.
Why are you tried trash can?
It's another long answer.
I was never given a proper name, and since I am a trash can, it seemed appropriate. It would be like naming your cat, cat, or your dog, dog. It's accurate, just not very creative, and for that I blame Ryan.
Who's your favorite wrestler?
You have lots of favorite wrestlers, right?
That is a really tough question. There are a lot of very talented wrestlers out there. I would say it's a tie between Josh Briggs and Jordan Grace. They both give an awesome performance every time they are in the ring, and they keep getting better and better every time I see them. For WWE performers, I am a huge fan of Dolph Ziggler, although Ricochet is absolutely amazing and is quickly rising to the top of my favorites list.
Did you recognize any of those wrestlers' names? Who did you recognize, Jackson? You recognize Ricochet because you like Ricochet. You saw him for the first time this week, didn't you? And you recognize Jordan Grace as well? All right, next question, Jay.
What's your favorite food, trash can?
No question about it. It's pizza. There are so many different topping combinations and crust styles. I don't think I will ever get tired of it.
Do you like pizza too? I thought so. So you and Trash Can share the same food, probably. All right, there was one extra question from Mason, so I might as well just read this myself. Mason wants to know, do you know Oscar the Grouch?
I don't know Oscar the Grouch personally, but I am familiar with him. He seems to be very messy, and I prefer to keep myself clean.
He lives in a trash can.
He does. Do you think that's why Mason asked that question?
Yeah.
I think so. I think that was a good question that Mason asked. Do you know anybody else who lives in a trash can?
I don't know.
I don't know either. I think Oscar the Grouch was a good one to ask then, right? Alright, so it's this is the episode from February, I'm trying to work backwards, Jay, February 26th, okay? And 2 matches this week, and the first match was a qualifying match to see first round match to see who's going to face Buddy Murphy at WrestleMania. Alright, who was in match 1?
Tony Nese!
Okay, and who was Tony Nese facing?
Lucha House Party!
Who from the Lucha House Party? Don't shout, though.
I don't know.
Kalisto. Okay, so we just had to rewatch this match because you've forgotten what had happened. So we watched the ending, okay? So I guess first of all then, who won?
Tony Nese.
Tony Nese won. How did Tony Nese win?
Pinfall.
Ding, ding, ding. Yeah, he pinned him, 1, 2, 3.
Yep.
Any moments you remember from this match?
Did he did a 450 and missed?
He did. Tony Nese did a 450 and missed, yeah. And then what happened straight after that? Can you remember? Kalisto did a 450 and landed it, and it looked like he was going to get a pin, but...
Put his foot on the rope.
Yeah, he did. He put his foot on the rope, so that broke up the count, didn't it?
Yeah.
Okay.
He was about to do a 3, but he didn't.
He was. The ref said 2.5, didn't you? Because you wanted to know why he said 2.5. It was a little longer than 2, but it wasn't quite 3 seconds, okay? Do you know what led to Tony Nese getting the pin?
No.
He actually did, and I thought this was clever. He did like a running knee, except he called it a running Nese, because it was Tony Nese. I thought that was pretty clever. I liked that one. And who was watching this match?
Buddy!
And you told me that they were actually friends, and I actually missed that part. I think I was doing something on my computer, but you were paying good attention to that.
Yeah.
In fact, actually after he won, he got somebody to come in, and they wanted him to clap, didn't they? They wanted him to clap. Okay, anything else in this match you liked?
Yeah. Nope.
Alright, Trash Can, let's move on to 205 Live. I know you had a few things that I know you watched this.
What do you think of the first match, Trash Can?
I think that means he liked it.
I really enjoyed it. When Tony Nese threw Kalisto over the stairs. I am always surprised at how strong Tony is. And later on when Tony missed the 450, then got his foot on the rope.
Okay. Do you remember that part of the match?
Yeah.
Okay.
I remember when he missed on the 450.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you talked about that as well. That was part of your thing as well.
Trash Can, what do you like in the promos?
It was funny when the Drake Maverick shushed Marie Canellis as she was going to speak for Mike, then promised Mike a match, but didn't say it would be part of a tournament. I rattled the long time after. I can't wait to see what happens next week. Who do you think he will face?
Oh, who do you think Mike Kanellis is going to face next week? Any ideas, Jackson? You think of any 205 wrestlers he might face?
Yeah, Buddy.
A Buddy? Whoa, that'd be a pretty big match. Alright, so we just watched the second match between
Gulak and D. Brian Kendrick.
And I said it was Brian Kendrick, and you just corrected me, didn't you? You're right, it's the Brian Kendrick. Alright, and this was a first round match to see who gets to face Buddy Murphy at WrestleMania. Alright, what you got for this match then, Jackson? Any good moves in this that you liked?
No.
There were no good moves. Did you like the match at all?
No.
You didn't like anything in this match?
I only like that, Gulak one.
You only like that he won. You did say you wanted him to win, and you asked me, and I said Drew Gulak as well. I thought his moves were getting a lot better. I thought this was a really good match, actually. I'm really impressed with Drew's technical maneuvers now. I think he's a much better technical wrestler than I realized. Different one for you this time then, Jackson.
Yeah.
How did he win?
By a move.
By a move?
Yeah.
Okay, what happened though?
He blocked and then the ref decided that it was over and he won.
He did, yeah. That's the first time we've had that. Normally I ask you every time and you say pinfall, and it's been a pinfall pretty much every time. Yeah, the ref had to stop the match. Why did the ref have to stop it though?
I don't know.
He actually looked like he passed out. He lifted his arm up and it just dropped to the floor, didn't it? So he passed out, so he couldn't physically tap, so the ref stopped that one. And that means Drew Gulak goes on to the next round. Now, after the matches had finished, we did see who was going to be in the matches next week in the first round.
Yeah.
Can you remember any of those matches?
No.
Now, there was one person you thought that was Aiden English, and I have to admit, I'd never seen that person before. And I'm trying to remember who he's actually against, and I can't remember that either. Yeah, I got so distracted by the other guy. Oh, Humberto Carrillo. Humberto Carrillo's going to face him. Oh, we saw Humberto as well.
Yeah.
Who was he talking to in the promo earlier in the show? Because somebody was showing him some video, and he said, hey, watch Drew Gulak's match, and you'll see a real masterclass. And it was Gentleman Jack.
Yeah.
And the second match for next week looks really good. Can you remember who's in that one?
No.
Nobody? Were you even watching this with me?
Yeah.
Cedric Alexander and Tozawa. I think that looks pretty good. Alright, so I guess we should do predictions right now then, Jay. So, Humberto Carrillo, or the guy who looked like Aiden English?
The guy who in English.
The guy who looks like it. The guy who looks like Aiden English, okay? And what about for the second one then? You're going for... Oh gosh, I forgot who it is now.
Cedric.
Oh, are you going for Cedric? Oh, Cedric and Tozawa. Okay. I think Cedric Alexander. Now, you actually said you think that he's going to face Tony Nese at WrestleMania. Is that right?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. We got your predictions in nice and early then.
What do you like in the second match?
Delivered that monster clothesline after getting suplexed by Kendrick. I could feel both hits from my lid down to my base, and then to see both guys get back up and continue to fight I thought was real impressive.
Thank you for the play, the trash can. Thank you for being my first trash can guest.
He might be your only trash can guest. I don't know if you're going to find a second one. That's going to be pretty unique.
Jackson, thank you again for having me on your show. I've had a great time, and I'm proud to be your first guest on 205yearoldLIVE.
Thank you for listening. Bye.